Hey, friends. I'm Pastor Jack Manchuk, pastor of Central United Methodist Church here in Waterford, Michigan. We are continuing to lift up the people of Grand Blanc, that community of faith. I know by experience, the people of Oxford. It's been about 4 or 5 years now. And then the shooting in Michigan State. I was a pastor in Oxford for 10 years. I attended Michigan State, graduated from Michigan State. I know how those communities have long and deep scars from these experiences of violence. And so I have no doubt that Grand Blanc has a long road of recovery and need for our prayers and hopefully our presence and courage for them as well. Friends, as we end our discussion of the prophecy of Joel, I suggested and shared that I still believe in miracles. I believe in God-blessed, life-altering, healing, and surprising, awe-inspiring miracles. Albert Einstein said there are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. And I suggested during the message that I'm not going to argue with Einstein, and nobody else, as I talked to people after the service, was going to argue with Einstein either. But the real miracle that comes out of the prophecy of Joel is recognizing that the real miracle is that we are changed because of our faith. It's a matter of facing the choice in how we view the world and then how it impacts our actions in the world, and that we can stop. It affects our prayer life. It affects what we do with our days. We can stop crying out, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to others? And start asking how, good and gracious God, will you redeem this? How will you use this to your glory and our benefit, to the benefit of the world? And I don't mean that in a light way. We got to dig deep on this, because otherwise we just look at the death of others by the hands of those who would visit violence upon them as providing us with some object lesson. That isn't a helpful perspective on human life. But how do we get under a great understanding? How do we get true understanding of how God works through suffering, through times of difficulty? And how do we wait upon the Lord to get to those days of rejoicing and restoration? So it continues to be a mystery, but what we know is the nature of God is love, that God doesn't control everything but gives us good, free will, and then we use that free will to react to God's grace in our lives, to help others, to be a presence of God's love and grace, to be a proclaimer of that love and grace. And we bring into the world beauty and justice and hopefully peace and consolation. So, friends, I hope you've had a meaningful week dealing with this prophecy of Joel. I hope you're keeping the people of Grand Blanc and all people who suffer at the hands of others, the violence that is put upon them. And I hope that you're going to continue to see these devotions. I want to invite you to worship on Sunday, as I always do every Friday. Come join us. You can join us online through our website, waterfordcumc.org. You can join us in our beautiful sanctuary at 8:45 in our chapel, actually, and then 10:30 in our sanctuary. We would love to see you there. I welcome you and just see what God's doing in your life. May God bless you and have a great weekend.